love where this conversation started. It's definitely like a perfect segue to who you are. Yeah. Like you are hair, you are glam, beauty, all that. But you know what else you are? Is a mom.
That I am. First and foremost.
Yes. How do you balance being a mom and working on your business and with hair? Like
so I'm still trying to find a balance. I'm not quite sure I have a full answer, but I can like give you maybe my hurdles that I've gotten over. So in the beginning, obviously I've been doing hair since I was 13, but I got certified in 2016. Mm-hmm. And it was a challenge because I was also going through a breakup. So I was trying to balance like the respect level and then respect level like on my partners at the time, and then the respect level of my personal self and where I want to be in life. And then I had to balance, do I fight for the family? Because I've already been fighting. So I was trying to like understand and what was more important. Mm-hmm. So that was one thing for me. So there was times where I did feel defeated that I stopped doing hair. Like completely stopped doing hair, just became a mom, a partner, took the backlight so that my partner could grow, so that, the confidence wasn't lost there, because then that just kind of creates more of resentment. And then once that issue was dealt with and I moved on from that, I had to choose my kids before myself. So I had to make sure that my sons were going to a proper school. I had to make sure that they were comfortable within, like, the separation of their dad and I. And then once I had dealt with that, which is like a couple years, I started to do my hair. And then when I got into my hair business, and actually, with your help, made my first website and say, like, I want to do this because I want it to be out there, was my eye-opener to say, like, I need to focus on myself. And it's not me taking away from being a mom. It's just me understanding that I can't be able to provide for my kids if I can't provide for my business. I mean, not my business per se, but myself. So it won't generate. It just won't, because if my kids are not, they're not spoiled, but they ask for things, and I do get it for them, right? Yeah. Especially when it comes to clothing, like their Jordan heads, and they want technology and all that stuff, right?
They have like everything, okay?
I try my best, you know what I mean? So with that being said, and that just comes with also my own childhood, because I came from a family of 4, and it wasn't easy. Like we were raised in the hood, and we didn't have a lot. It was paycheck to paycheck. Both my parents are immigrants, so there was like situations where we had bread and butter for lunch, dinner, and breakfast. You know what I mean? So
it is what it is.
It is what it is. So me starting a business, I've always thought that I need to make sure that my foundation was secure and good to go before I branch off into focusing, because when I am in a tunnel vision, I don't care about anything else. And I'm not saying I don't care about my kids. It's just
you're in the tunnel vision for them.
Exactly, yeah. Right? And I do provide and make sure the food's on the table. I make sure that clothes
they can warm it up themselves.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? I'm also raising kids that need to understand that independency is like a really big thing on my part because of my growth and where I came from. And I don't want my kids to ever think that they need to rely on anybody to become something that they want to be in life. So I have to put my best foot forward. And that's when I took my time and, do what I need to do for myself, which was make sure my kids were good and start my business. And when I started that, it was hard. It wasn't easy. There were days where it's like you're working till like 2 o'clock in the morning just so that you can make money for the week to put food on the table or buy your products for the next client in the next week, or paying rent at a salon that isn't as, popular or in the social media's eye, or, have the marketing business part for them to grow. So there was a lot of like trials and tribulations with that as well. Even now to this day, it's like I had a conversation with a person yesterday, and it was like I've been in the industry for a while now. Like, just fall back. Like, you gotta respect it. You know what I mean? But yeah, so it wasn't easy. It's not easy. It's still
a daily.
It's still a daily thing, and I'm not stylist. I love to learn new techniques, new styles, and I do listen. I don't know if you hear a lot of like videos or watch TikToks. Stylists, I realize that they don't really listen to what clients want. They assume what would look good on them.
Woo! Child.
And it's not a problem to consultate them to where you can help
give advice.
Not even advice, more like showing them why and then allowing them to make the decision.
To make the decision, yeah. Exactly. But like, woo child, that's a thing with stylists in general. Is like when you go in with what you want and then you come out like that's why that thing is actually a trend. Like what I asked for versus what I got.
Yeah, and that's why I always put it what they asked for and what I gave them.
Well, yeah.
I always do that. Like if I post before my Instagram got hacked, I used to post that. Which I need to really start doing again. I know, that's what content is always being made, and as a mom it's like it's that during school time like now and then right before they come home, I have to prep their whatever they want to eat. And then I have to do it in the nighttime. So it's like you have your day footages and then you have your night footage. Yeah. Then you have those creepy middle of the night posting.
It's so much.
It's a lot.
It's so much. It's a lot. And like
that's why I get frustrated.
And that's you. I know. Yeah, she does. She ain't lying. She's calling me like, so how do I do that?
I'm done.
And I'm like, it's so easy. Just do that.
And then like you do that in 10 minutes. It took me like 5 hours, like literally.
10 hours later.
Yeah, legit.
This is like, look what I made. 5-second clip.
Yeah. I swear to God, like the other day, I was like, oh, I'm done. I threw the phone. I said, I'm done. I threw the phone. I threw it.
I'm done. I'm going to sleep.
I'm being a mom as a hairstylist and starting a business. It's a lot. And like I said, I don't do one thing. I do hair, nails, and eyelashes. And
do you find that it's better that you do multiple services or
beginning? I used to be like, I'm a hairstylist, and I branched off to being, like, calling myself a colorist, which I feel like I am, but there's always room for improvement. And then I started to realize, like, okay, so I've done weddings when I was, like, 16, 18. I've done weddings, like, done hair and a makeup.
That's amazing.
And I've only done it for my mom's friends, so my mom would be like, get my daughter to do it for you. She won't charge you nothing. And mind you, like, I don't care.
Yeah. You're like, I love doing hair.
Let's go shower, get out of here. Like, as a young kid, you're just like, whatever.
Like, yeah,
out of high school, you know what I mean? So I went through those stages of like, oh, this is so cool. This is so cool. Then I started realizing my clients would ask me, do you know a nail tech? Or do you know a good nail salon to go to? And I would send to my girl over here. And then all of a sudden she disappeared and she was racking up the money on my clients. It was just like, girl, if I'm saying them, give me a discount. Yeah. Like, you know.
Give me some.
Give me some.
Referral link.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, even if you're not giving it to me, give it to my clients so that builds a clientele for you as well. Because I'm head toe for toe, right? You know what I mean?
Exactly. You're helping.
And I started learning that I could do nails because I'm artistic. Like, I have that in me. My girlfriend came over throughout the pandemic and did my birthday's nails. As she's doing my nails, she's like, I can train you. And I'm like, nah, like, it's not that serious. Like, pandemic's going to be over soon. I'm going to be back in the salon. Yeah, we'll be fine. She's like, no, like, girl,
pandemic's going to be over soon. Ha!
Mind you, my birthday's in December.
I was about to say, wait, when's your birthday again? Ha!
December. So we were, yeah, I was like, it's going to be over soon.
3 years later.
Yeah. So I decided to look for a cheaper person, which I shouldn't have, because I should have just went to her because she's my girl. Right?
Yeah, I already know. Now we know about that, right?
And this is where I was saying, like, I get it.
I get it, but, like,
it's not it. Because guess what? Till this day,
I just went to my one friend.
Yeah, guess what? Till this day, I haven't renounced that girl's name. Yeah, I do have it displayed up there, but I don't tell people where I went. Why? She wasn't the best teacher. She was really just, I want to leave it. She wasn't the best. That's it. That's all I want to say.
I was about to say, this is going online.
Yeah, there's always room for improvement, but like, she wasn't, for me, from what my
for your learning style,
she wasn't the best teacher.
And everyone has different learning styles.
Exactly.
That's a thing too.
I mean, I haven't seen anybody from her class on Instagram yet,
closer if you want.
But yeah, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna learn how to do nails. I learned how to do the acrylic. I took the class. I got better by watching YouTube.
Bitch, you could have taught yourself.
Could have taught myself how to cut my hair, but whatever. I did YouTube, and then I started to say, like, I'm not into lashes, but I really do like the single and, like, you know, it being by yourself. You're chilling at home. You're vibing. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I want to do that. Nice. I want to practice it.
So you did. I love that. I love how you just, I wanted to do it, so I did. And it's like, all aligns with what you're into already. Yeah. So it's like, it's like when doctors go to school to be a doctor, and then, like, they have to get, like, a further,
they
like,
want to be, like,
exactly.
a surgeon.
Exactly.
Be, like, a specialist.
Like, you start off as, like, a general nurse. What is it? A nurse?
A pediatric,
RN.
Registered nurse.
There you go. A registered nurse, and then you build your way up with more education. Yeah. You're like a doctor of glam.
Well, technically we are. If you haven't looked at the history of hair.
She's a doctor. Call her Dr. Nessa. I fucking love it. I wanted to dabble in a little bit of the parenting side of it. So, what's one of, like, the biggest struggles that you've struggled with like raising your boys? Because I feel you on that.
Okay, so I want to start out by saying raising boys is not easy, period. And having a preteen, my son is 12, and then having a kid that's going to be double digits this year, that's going to be, it's a lot. There's a lot of emotions, there's a lot of passion, there's also a lot of
testosterone.
Like personality. Like it's just because, like, it's I got a Scorpio, I got a Gemini, and I got a Sagittarius. So it's like we got a lot of fire in the house, right?
It's hot in here.
It's always hot. So there have been some challenges in the school setting more than, like, the house setting, because I'm technically the military mom in the family.
What's the military mom? What does that mean?
You can call me at 7:30 and not hear anything in my house. Okay. If you were like, are your kids home?
Yes, they're shutting the fuck up.
What are they doing? Chores. What time they have bed? 7:30.
They're in there.
Lunch is made, showered, everything. No. So, yeah, I've always been like that. I'm very structured, and I like to have, like, a schedule. Like, I've always been like that. I just feel like the way of life, you need to have a schedule. Not maybe for everything, but, like, your everyday lifestyle, you should have a schedule so that you at least accomplish your goals, right? Yeah. So the school aspect for me is, like, there's a lot of bullying at their school, and I'm a very proactive mother. I have no problem going to the school at any time.
I think that's why my son doesn't tell me nothing. That's why I was like, yo, I'll come.
Like, no, I don't need Nicholas to tell me anything, because guess what? I have too many people in the school that call me.
You got your snitches in the school.
All ages, too.
She said, I got a snitch in every grade, bitch. Don't play with me.
Even if they're not telling me directly, they're telling their mom. And
their mom is going to call me.
And they find my number. Trust and believe that.
She said it's in the parent council group chat.
I'm in the parent council meetings, okay? I'm a part. I got voted in last month. So
okay. She's talking about it. Don't kill me. Yeah. So you're involved.
Like, yeah, I get the meetings. I have to go on Tuesdays at 6:30 once a month. Yeah, I'm there.
I love that.
I have to be involved. Because honestly, raising boys, and then to add on it, raising Black boys and Hispanic boys is a very challenging thing, because I grew up I grew up as if I didn't fit in both sides, because I was too cookie cutter or I was too raw. And I'm not a cookie cutter per se. I'm more like, if it's wasting my time,
if it doesn't make sense, then the fuck.
Yeah, and if it doesn't make sense, or if it's going to get me in a situation where I'm going to have to lie for somebody, we're not doing that. Why? Because if you're not my family, I'm not doing that. Mm-hmm. I'm not. And I don't lie for my family. I'm that person. Like, if you get locked up and you have to call me, that was your last straw. Because you think inside was bad?
Don't call me.
That was your last straw. Because you ain't going nowhere if you're under my care.
She said, you better call your dad.
You bet. I have no bail money. I have no bail money. Education funds only.
Oh my God.
And if you get married.
And she said, that's it.
If you get married.
That's it.
So yeah, like raising boys is a challenge. The school itself having to promote or having to advocate for your kid is a challenge in itself because, you know, kids do tell stories, right? And some of the stories can be hard. Like, very dramatic.
It's hard to establish what to defend and what to punch them in the face for.
Exactly. Like what to do? Like, come on.
Like that's what you did.
Like there's days where there's meetings where the principal was like, oh shit, should I even be telling the mom?
Yeah, like there's things that they have to think about before they're gonna tell you, because if it doesn't make sense, you're gonna be like, the fuck, this doesn't make sense.
I'm that parent that's like, hold on, why did this happen to my kid?
So wait, they did this, and this,
and then what happened?
And then
okay,
this is what
call
happened?
Him downstairs to the office. Tell him to call me. Actually, no, matter of fact, I'm coming.
Be there in 5.
Yeah, I'm leaving for work. I'll be there in 5. It takes me 15 minutes on the highway, but I'll be there in 5.
Get them to the office in 5.
Yeah, make sure they're down there.
Holy crap.
So yeah, and then the bullying part, like,
what kind of bullying?
So there's kids in their schools that are different ages that choose to bully younger kids. Oh my gosh. And then you got kids that are the same ages, but because they don't have what somebody else has, either because their income, the family income is different, they choose to bully kids. And I hate that.
I hate that so much.
I hate that. And so my kids are the defenders in the school.
Oh, so they're defending the people that are getting bullied?
So they're always involved.
That's a double-edged sword. Like, that's you can't get mad at your children for defending somebody. You have to praise them for that.
Absolutely. But
the principal is not going to see it like that.
They get all my smoke. They get all my smoke.
Because they're
have
still
policies and stuff like that.
But you need to ask them, where are these policies?
You don't think I know? I have a call for Friday from the superintendent. You don't have to worry about that.
She said the superintendent of the TDS.
Yeah, I already got one teacher fired. Don't play with me.
Oh my gosh. So if anyone is having issues with their children in school, Nessa's Glam with 2 M's.
I have my team. My writing team, my team that helps me understand the actual ways to go about it in the most respectful manner, but also that it's loud enough for them to hear. If you ever want something done, you don't ever go for the middle or the tail. You go right for the top of the head of the snake. That's it. Whether it is a small business or a big business, you do not need to talk to people beneath. Don't talk to people that have somebody up above them. You talk to the highest one you can get to. That's it. Email, call, show up at the media.
She ain't playing no games. Have you ever, I guess you're talking to the superintendent, so you have gone that far.
No.
Oh.
I've gotten a teacher fired, yes, and I've had talked to the superintendent in a school, yes. But for the social media part, I called it on the doctors.
What do you think about that? Did you see the clip of the boy who was locked in the little room?
So remember I told you that was like Nicholas, but Nicholas was put in a box.
What do you mean a box?
He was put in a big box, like, that was a teacher that got fired.
And she said that bitch is gone.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about that.
What do you mean a box?
So when you see that big box like that, but something that would carry like something huge,
like a fridge.
Yeah, so it's big, right? She put a sheet over it, and she would put kids in the box. It's in the classroom, but in the box to have quiet time. So one day I went to
box.
Yeah, so it's standing up, and she cut out the front of the frame, and she put the sheet over it, and she'll make them.
So like time out, but in a box.
Yeah,
she's tripping.
So one day I went in the school and I seen my kid I didn't see him in the classroom. I'm like,
you walked in and seen him in the box.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was it for me.
Nessa, you lost your mind.
I lost my fucking shit. Not my mind. Excuse my language, but I lost. The next week she was gone. I wasn't playing. And that was
so
let me tell you, that was the only time me and Andy were like this.
That you guys were rocking on the same team?
We were rocking the boat together.
He said she's gotta go.
No, Andy was like, because when I
called in a box?
Yeah, because I told him, I was just
Jesus.
I was like, this is what's happening. Da, 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 da. I took Nicholas out of school. I'm home with him. Da, da, da. He's like, what? I'm coming home right now. And I'm like, no, we don't worry. When you come home, we're gonna deal with it. You know, this way. So he came home. We sat there. We talked about it. We did whatever we need to do. Went into the school. I didn't send Nicholas to school for like 3 days after that. I think it was like a Tuesday or something. So he didn't go to school for the rest of the week. Made the email, made the calls. I remember my table was in the corner right there. Writing all my emails as what little computer I had at the time. Girl, the superintendent was begging for me to come and bring my kid back. So I said, I'm not coming back until we have a meeting with this teacher. Yo, when we sat in that fucking little small corridor room or whatever, that little room that they have. And I sat there and I said, you did this, this, and this. She just sat back. She came with her husband.
Not with the backup.
The next week, Nicholas was in the same classroom. And the teacher was gone. And the excuse that she gave to my kid was she was pregnant and boys are hard to deal with.
What? She gave that excuse to your kid, or that's what she told you?
No, that's what she told Nicholas.
In that meeting?
No, she told Nicholas
in class.
I guess the day or whatever before.
Was this the first time she did that? And like you just happened to walk in and see that, or did Nicholas say she did it before?
That's the thing. Like that is for all the kids.
That's like it's like the chokey, boys. In Matilda.
Yeah.
Yo, I can't fucking deal. She made her homemade chokey device.
Had it in the classroom, decorated like as if it was something.
I can't.
Because I looked over it. You know what I mean?
And like nobody questioned that.
No.
Like nobody
Nope.
That's crazy to me. That's what really makes you like.
And the teacher's Caucasian.
Of course, that I had no question in my mind. That
shit. Yeah, but you gotta state it because I don't.
Everybody knew.
No, but I don't look at color. I don't, and I would never judge her in that way.
Neither do I. But we knew.
When Nicholas used to say Miss Thing, used to this Miss Thing, this that Miss Thing, I'm like, Nicholas, a box, be quiet. Like, what are you talking about? The one with
the girls like right. If I told my mom, would your mom believe you? Like it's like that. Like you're like, what do you mean a box? Like stop talking shit, Nicholas.
That's exactly what I said. I'm like, Nicholas, don't do that to your teacher. You don't get him.
Like don't want me to come to the school and fucking throw shit up. She said, I'm gonna fuck shit up. Don't tell me that unless it's true.
And
then you saw it.
Because I went there I think I went to pick him up or something. I went there to do something because Nicholas was also having a hard time in school. So I was always stop by if I had a time off or something.
Yeah.
And just go sit in the classroom. I'd go get my visitor's pass and go in the classroom.
Yeah.
So me walking in and seeing my kid in the box. Mind you, I'm there like.
Looking for him. Like, where is he?
And at the door, right, with the visitor's pass. Like, where to see my kid. Like, Nicholas, where are you? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
excited.
Where's my kid? He's
like,
so
you know that moment when you go to your kid's classroom door and they're like, yeah. Oh my God, you lost your shit.
I think I came through with Timbits.
Oh, and you had the Timbits too? You lost your mind.
So I'm there like, where's Nicholas? And you see the sheet lift up. And Nicholas, Mommy! I'm like, Nicholas, what are you doing in there? Oh, I'm having quiet time. You put yourself in there? No, Miss. I looked at her. I said, you put my kid in there? Nicholas, grab your stuff. Oh, are you taking... Don't talk to me. Nicholas, grab your stuff.
Yo, that's crazy. You handled it well, though. She needed to get fired because...
She didn't know she was going to get fired.
She needed to, though.
She didn't even know.
She thought that she was right.
She was wondering, she thought that why are we having a meeting? Is it because of his behavior?
That's hilarious. Not hilarious. Sorry, that's not hilarious. That's actually crazy. It's not funny at all.
Yeah.
But, like, the fact that she was so clueless is wild to me.
And to be honest with you, what's concerning is the fact that if she's done this to multiple kids and gotten away with it,
like, who's to say?
You guys condone that?
Yeah.
Like
the school allows it. Like, you guys walked in her class and seen the box and said, "What's that?" She said, "It's our quiet time box," and you guys said, "Check mark." That's great.
For a class.
Like, excuse me.
I don't even know.
Like, it's not even like a playhouse.
Yeah,
or like a tent.
Windows or anything. It's completely black.
It's a box that she got a fridge in.
And like, just put it in the classroom. Okay.
You guys
are... so I was like, nah,
you're crazy.
We're not having that.
They're crazy.
But...
Okay, so you shut shit down.
Yeah, right
Up
away.
in the school. Say your name ring bells in the TDSB.
They know who I am when I come there. I had to pick up my girl.
I'm taking TDSB in this.
I did. I had to pick up one of my girlfriend's kids, and they told her that Vanessa's gonna come. They're like, Vanessa Chavez, and
but not
they had her outside. The teacher was waiting outside the school, in front of the school for me. They didn't even want me to come into school.
I can't breathe.
Because like, what are you guys doing? You know?
Like, why are you guys scared?
I even said, why are you guys having her outside? It's cold. She didn't even have her gloves on. And they said, like, oh, she didn't come with it. I'm like, London, you don't have your gloves? It's in my bag. I'm like, so you guys didn't check? All right, cool.
Okay, cool. You tried. Don't make me get you fired.
I'm going to let her mom know. That's why I said, let's go, London. Yeah.
Now you have the TDSB shaking in their boots.
They know who I am.
They said they know my name.
Like, I can show you emails.
Like, they probably have, like, a picture of you in all, like, the offices.
Because I went to events. Remember, I go to these events, take cuties, like little cute pictures of the kids. Them.
I know. I seen you at the Parkdale.
Yeah.
You looked really cute in your like whole Christmassy outfit.
Thing, yeah.
I love that you're so involved.
I always try to be involved.
That's like my dream, but like to be like involved in the school and shit.
I mean, you can be a part of it. It's just super easy. Just talk to the school.
I hate teachers.
I mean,
I hate authority.
If they're teaching your kid, no. First of all,
she said, "Don't give them that."
They are definitely they are teachers.
No, I do. Like when I need to talk to them, I definitely go in there and talk to them. Like I had a meeting with Trinity's teacher twice in 2 weeks, but she's going through something.
Who?
Trinity. She's going through something, and I think it's normal. Like she's just finding her rebellious.
So what's the problem?
That's the thing that I don't understand.
Did you ask that?
I did. Yeah, she gave me lots of reasons of things that she's doing that's a problem, and she's right. They are a problem, but she's also 4 years old.
So
that's how. And I don't know if I'm like abling my children or
no. First of all, you need to let her know as a teacher. You went to teaching school. What have you done in the strategizing situations like this? Where a kid is going through a growth spurt right now, whether it's like educational, whether it's body, whether it's just confidence. What have you done as a teacher? Because you're bringing it to my attention, but what have you done in the classroom to make her feel uncomfortable or comfortable? What is it? Because that's where the teachers have to teachers do come into play because they do take psychology, right? Yeah. They have to take some form of it. Why would she come and say that she's being weird? Did she give you a solution? Did she give you a plan?
A little bit. We talked about we both.
And have you guys been touching base?
That's what we need to get something in place where we can communicate daily because this every time she's bad, she tells me something. After a week, it's not going to work. Like I need to know exactly what's happening. Exactly.
You need to reward her when she's good and bad, and that's what I realized.
We made an at-home reward chart that we've been doing.
But you
this
can have
week.
it at school too.
Yeah. Apparently, she said she's going to do that with them because apparently they're learning money this month. So she's going to do a reward chart with little fake money. Yeah. And then at the end of the week, she's like, maybe I can tell you how much money she made. At the end of the week, you can take her to the dollar store and get her something, whatever. I was like, sure.
So what I need you to understand is those teachers try to be sweet.
Honestly, yeah. I get mixed vibes from teachers. I try to give them
They're watching your child. They have a job because of your child. Remember that.
Yeah, I feel that.
Okay, yeah. Remember that. I have friends that are teachers as well, and I do understand their side of everything. So if they're being transparent with you with their kids in situations, yes, take it to account. Do the work. Diligence on your part. Be a proactive, but then also remind them that not every problem should become is a big issue to be brought to your attention in the sense where you need your support. Yeah. There needs to be some sort of understanding as your own student. You don't know your student. You don't know what she feels. You don't know what she likes. You don't know how she learns. You shouldn't. Those parts should fall into play. That's how I feel.
And I think that's also like, it's like a problem with the school board as well, because the classrooms are fucking ram-packed. Yes. They are. So she doesn't know her. Maybe, like, she doesn't know her that well. I don't think the teachers get a chance to dig that deep and really get connected with the students in a way that we used to.
I mean, I get it in some sense, but not fully, because every teacher that my kids have had, they've always been 27 or 25 kids in their classroom.
Yeah, there's always been a lot.
And my kid, they know my kids. They know my kids.
You're
and
right.
I guess it's because who I am as a parent in the beginning. When I drop my kids off the first day, I have to meet them. They're like, oh, we don't have time. I'm like, no, you're gonna listen to me. Nicholas has and Tyson this and they're like,
she said, no, you're gonna listen.
Yeah, I stand by the door while the kids are walking in. I stand right beside them.
Love that.
Yeah, and then the next week they'll be like, oh, it's not. Like the day I tell them, like, oh, sure, it's not that bad. It's gonna whatever. The next week, I promise you, they always come to me and say, oh my God, you were right, and thank you so much for giving the heads up. I definitely understand what you were saying. We definitely made some plans and how to go forward with certain things. I'm like, yeah, no worries. Just let me know if you need any other help. Because you have to let them know who your kid is, how your kid feels about certain things. And remember, when you go through summer, winter breaks, things change. People change. Body changes. Attitude changes. Yeah. You know? And you're the only one that knows your kid. Even though they think that they know themselves, they don't.
No, they don't know anything.
Yeah. Remember our mom used to say this about us?
Yeah. Yeah. It's actually hilarious. It's hilarious when they're like, wait till you have kids.
I know, but
okay.
I was a good kid. I was just, my mouth was...
I was not.
My mouth was very bad.
I was not a good kid. I mean...
Like, I went out, but I mean...
I wouldn't want Trinity to be like me. I'll tell you the truth. When I was a kid, please don't do what I did. Maybe when I turned
16, yeah. Because after my brother, I was untouchable. I didn't care.
I didn't care about anything. And, like, after you have a kid when you're 16, like, what else? You already did the worst thing. Yeah, that's what I did. Like, I already did the worst possible thing that I could do in life. Have a kid when I'm 16. I mean, in your mother's eyes. Yeah. You know what I mean? Have a kid when you're 16. Like, after that, I was like, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you actually can't tell me anything. Yeah. And I moved out. Like, you know what I mean? So it's not like I was, like, at home with my kid, living in my mom's house. Yeah. Like, I lived on my own from when I was 16.
Yeah, having kids in the school with bullies, it's challenging. And then, like, my kid also has ADHD. And he also has an IEP. My other son, that was just my teacher I was talking to before we started, she called me and said that my youngest son might be going on an IEP for reading because he's in French immersion, but he's falling behind. So I'm big on, like, trying to provide as much resources for them to get better in school because we never got that. Even though it was there,
we didn't get it. They were just like, no, we don't need that.
They don't need it. No, we don't have the time to do that.
It's so true.
It's the truth because
it's the truth.
I see it and it sucks.
And I'll tell you the truth. When Tajon was younger, that's what I did. I'll tell you that at first, but it's only because they tried to push the medication. Yeah, they weren't trying to get him more help.
I told him straight up, don't do that.
They tried to push, he needs pills for him to relax in class. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, he's 6. Mm-hmm. He doesn't need pills. So First of all, you guys can manage him.
I would.
Like, you know
at that age, it's just very concerning that you want to put medication in my kid to make him dummied. Like, and I'm not saying, like, he's...
Not, like, if you have to do that for your child, that's fine, whatever, do your thing. But, like, I'm not going to medicate my child to make him easier for you to handle.
Yeah, that's the part for me.
I don't need to medicate him at home.
And him being
having
energy is not a bad thing.
Not being able to focus for more than 20 minutes is a normal thing for a 6-year-old.
Like, let's be honest.
Like, come on. Like, I used to be so confused. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Like, no, it's not happening. Yeah. But when they offered to put him on an IEP, I asked him. I was like, do you think that you could use more support in these classes? Mm-hmm. He said, yeah, probably. I think I could do a little bit better with more support. Yeah. And I said, so then get that. Yeah. So I'm for that, but it's when they start to push that other weirdos. Yeah, like I'm just like, you guys are weird. He's a child.
Yeah. Like when they diagnosed Nicholas, that's when they try to say like, oh, he's diagnosed with ADHD. Do you want to start the medication process? I'm like, what?
No. The medication process, like that's the only step.
We're natural. Like we like to do natural things. So I'm gonna figure out what rosemary or like some cinnamon, something that gets the scent. Because sometimes if they smell something, they focus and they realize, okay, you know. Mm-hmm. So for me, I know Nicholas is more intrigued with like arts and music and sports. So I like to tell the teacher, if you can put that in hand with the lesson, with the lessons, or just the whole way of speaking to my kid, I feel like he can prosper.
He'll relate to what you're saying better.
He would grow, elevate, learn, actually understand what you're saying, and like summarize it in his own words because way. He comprehends what he wants to say or what you're saying to him. Exactly. So for me, I'm more like, teachers can understand that, but they don't want the time to understand it. Yeah. And then with bullying, this is the honest truth, and I think this is where I realize it's not even the teachers anymore. It's the principals and the parents, because it depends on the parent and what the parent does for the school or who the parent is, and that's how they determine how things are going to be approached. Because there are situations in the school and the principal prefers not to talk to the parent and just calls the authority because they're scared of what could happen. Mm-hmm. And that's alarming to me. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So bullying is a challenge in the school. And it's hard when you have a kid that, you know, has an ADHD or like is in a different stream from English stream. So it's like French stream or Spanish stream, whatever they have. So it's hard for parents, period. And then running a business, okay.
Ugh. I can only imagine, like, not only imagine, I do all those things exactly. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a whole lot.
Life is a lot. I'm gonna cry. It is, like, and it's just like, you need to just prioritize what's important. Yeah. And that's, I think, the thing that I'm starting to realize. Yeah. Maybe it's a little bit late in life that I'm realizing it, but like, you really need to prioritize what's important, survival mode or not.
Yeah. And like, to be honest with you, I also realize like you do need to prioritize your stuff and realize who's in your circle of what you're prioritizing. Yeah. Because I'm gonna do it for my kids. I'm gonna do it for my family and friends, but I also gotta make sure that I'm on the top of the list. It's just
because without you, none of those things, none of those machines run.
Exactly.
None.
And then you also have to understand too. You can't. You can give out energy, but what are you energizing off of? So whatever.
You have to fill your own cup.
Exactly. So the circle and the people you're around and what you are doing and who you're shedding it to, you have to receive the same thing because you can't grow. Your mind will just be like.
Stuck.
You're on goal, but like there's no enjoying, there's no living, there's no understanding the growth. You know what I mean? And that's the part for me.
And that's the part that is important. Yeah. That's what I mean by like prioritizing what's important, like growth. Yeah. That's important. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And learning. Understanding. Taking this time to understand. Listening is key. And not listening like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna listen to this song.
Yeah. But like understanding. Yeah.
And putting it into play. And action speaks louder than words, So, and money is talk is cheap. So it's just for me as a mom, and I'm not judging nobody who I've been with or who I'm going to be with. I just know what I want. And if you can't bring that to the circle, then
what the fuck?
Yeah. We just can't.
Then we can't. There's no point. Yeah. It's just a waste of time. And we're not doing that in 2023. We wasted enough time the last 3 years.
Yeah. Legit.
We wasted enough time.
You know that, right?
Like, of our life. 3 years. That's how long it was, right?
Yeah.
3 years of our fucking life. I mean,
that's the crazy part, because I did a lot of that in the 3 years in which I got my nail license.
Yep. And that you used that. You used that pandemic, girl.
Yeah. I was like, I can't. So I think me staying home was just like, no way. I'm not a fucking animal. I can't stay in a box.
Yeah.
Like, we were I couldn't even go to the store and stuff was challenging for me. I'm so happy I have a car at the time. I'm so happy.
Yeah. That was a lifesaver.
I was like, what? I'm going here. Yeah, I'm getting here. Me and the kids are in our car. No one can say nothing.
Exactly. That's a blessing for real.
Yeah.
It's the little things.
Yeah, but you know what else is a big thing too, though? Running a business and having kids, like, you never know what hurdle's going to come your way, so you're always going to have that money generating.
Always.
Yeah.
No, for real, though. Like
you can't stop it for nobody. Like you can't. Even if I wanted to one day to fucking say I'm tired, I can't do this. I can't, because there's nobody else gonna put food on my kids on the table. Exactly. Hey, I'm not saying that their father doesn't provide.
But we're talking about your table, this table,
to a certain extent. Yeah. He, so I do what I have to do. And I just keep looking forward, and I know what's on the other side, because it's so bright. I can see it. But it's just I need to continue my path so that me and the boys are good. Yeah. And like I told you many times, like, hair and beauty is just not just what I like to do. I love to sew. I love to make, like, balloon things. So I'm, like, thinking about doing other, like, little businesses on the side.
And all of this, anything you can do, girl.
Yeah, you already know.
You got to do it. That's how I feel too. Yeah. I'm trying to do all the shit that I love to do. Yeah, like, kudos to you. Like I said, like, this podcast is lit. First time I'm on here, like. I think this was a great episode. Yeah, like, we actually got into it. Where can they find you? What's your socials? So you can find me at Nessa's Glam with a double M. Because she was hacked by some motherfuckers. It's okay. If you want my stuff, take it. I'll start first. Have it. It's fine. But if Nessa's Glam with one M messages you, don't talk to them. Yeah. Report that. Report that. Yeah, like, legit. But she is double M. Nessa's Glam, double M. And you can find me on all platforms. Facebook. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on LinkedIn. What else? I think that's about it. Like, and I'm out here. I'm in Toronto, Ontario. So if you're ever in Toronto, come show me some love. Come show me love. She's downtown Toronto. She does hair, nails, lashes, and more to come. And more. Ooh. You do feet yet? You should do feet too. She does pedicures too, girl. Yeah, I need you on my feet. I don't know if you want to do that, because, girl, my feet. Anyways, summer's coming. Yeah, like, and I'm gonna be, doing more events. Ooh. So I want to be able to be in as much, like, women programs and, like, women. Yeah, you keep sending me all this stuff, and I'm like, every time you send it to me, I'm like, I love this. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm next week. I'm trying to buy all the tickets for that. So. Yeah, I'm trying to do lots of stuff this summer. Listen. Yeah, but I want to do things that are not just. No, that's not what I'm talking. Like, girl, that is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about networking. Yes. Health and wealth. Building content. Like, experiences. Yeah, like, not something that's gonna disappear tomorrow. Like, I don't want to go out and drink all night, get a headache tomorrow, be throwing up, sick, and then wake up to still make breakfast for my kids. That's not fun for me anymore. I'm sorry. Call me old, but it's never. I want to, like, enrich my soul now. Yeah, like, brighten my horizons. Yeah, bring new energy, positive energy, and also want, like I said, get more, like, experiences, explore, go out there and, like, see what's out there. You need to take a trip. Like, I need to take a trip when I feel happy and safe to take a trip. Ugh, you're annoying. I know. Yeah, just, like, take a trip. I've been thinking about taking a solo trip.
I know, but like, where my kids are gonna go for a week?
To your mom's house. The fuck?
They have school.
So?
Okay.
To tell school they're going on a trip.
Okay.
Going on a trip to your fucking mom's house.
I cannot. I mean, my sister even's been saying, she's like, I'll watch them, but
there you go. Someone can stay here and watch them. You deserve it.
I know.
I need a trip. You want to go on a trip?
Oh, sunshine, here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, but we're on a trip with nobody else.
Yeah, just me and you.
Okay.
You're scared or you want to go?
I'm scared as fuck.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
it's going to be me, you, and like 500 other people, a million people on vacation.
I mean, we'll go with my sister.
Okay, fine.
I don't know.
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, bring your sister. Let's go. I just need another trip. The camera's not recording anymore. Oh, no, it is. I got scared. I was like, where's the red flashing thing? But I see it now.
It's on the top.
Yeah, you see it, right?
Yeah.
I got scared. Okay, let's do an outro. I don't know. I don't want a song that has my name in it this time. I want a song that has my energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
I want a song that has my energy. So, like, it could even be on Spotify. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's just a song about growing and loving and living. Something like that.
Something that, like, uplifts you.
So if anyone's out there making me a song, it can be the intro for my podcast.
Yeah, I mean, if you got some, why not?
This was a great podcast. Thank you guys if you guys made it this far.
I mean, you're going to cut it up, no?
No, bitch.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to edit out any weird stuff. Exactly. But, like, for the most part, it's going to be straight through. Okay. So if you guys made it through the whole, I don't know how long we've been, maybe an hour. I forgot to set a timer. But if you made it through the whole time, thank you so much for listening. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Check out Nessa's Glam, the Sunnyinthe6 podcast on Instagram and TikTok and every other social.
Yeah. She's out here and
she's out here and we about to get it popping, baby.
Let's do
this. These podcasts are about to start rolling out. And I don't know if y'all are ready.
Hopefully I'm on the next one.
You already know. There's going to be part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Until next time, the Sunnyinthe6 podcast. Nessa's Glam. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.
See you later.